Hello everyone, Daylight's here again. We're back playing Limbus Company. Today we are gonna do the mini episodes or mini cantos because I wanna know. I would just wanna see what they are and if they're worth, recording. So let's see what they're about. And plus, maybe something very important is in these. So, here we are. Mephistopheles doesn't roar and grumble ahead all day long. Mephisto is an engine that needs rest from time to time, much like how Charon is still human who needs regular breaks. So we're basically going on long bus rides, so we have to sleep at certain places. Are you still awake, Miss Faust?
점검할 게 조금 남아서요. 거칠게 써온 만큼 엔진을 쉬게 해주고 있을 때 정비가 필요하답니다.
Is that where the dailies come in? Basically, use your daily energy to kill people. To substantiate her words, Faust carried light tools and a small mechanical device in place of her usual Zweihander. You're working hard.
이 정도는
Mechanic Faust.
고생의 축에도 들지 않는답니다. 오히려 파우스트의 역작이 돌봐줄 시간도 없이 혹사당하는 걸 바라만 보는 편이 더 고생이죠.
Yeah. She said this after making us smile. Wow.
이번 업데이트는 마음에 드시나요?
Faust looked down at me using a handheld device. Oh, this thing?
네. 평소에는 그렇게 만지작거리시지는 않았던 것 같아서요.
It's nothing much. I was just making the most of this new feature I've needed. Whenever Faust requests a break for routine maintenance, my LCB PDA also receives updates. The update occasionally comes with additional functions, and this time...
노트? 이 기능이 아직도 없었던 건가요?
So we get notes. Basically, we will see what Dante thinks of everything. Didn't, surprisingly enough. You didn't know that? I thought you were omniscient, Faust.
파우스트는 파우스트가 아는 모든 것을 알 뿐이죠.
It's funny how she speaks in a third person.
어디 실례 좀 할게요.
Okay, now she's gonna apply it to everyone else's PDA, isn't she? She took a peek at the screen of my tablet.
단테, 백과사전이라도 만들려는 건가요?
I don't think that's not how you type encyclopedia. I mean, you keep using words I don't know, like fixers or whatever wings are. So he's taking notes. It might be common vocabulary for you, but not to me.
그렇군요. 도시에 관한 기억을 전부 잃었을 테니.
Yeah, also, that also happened, so it's good. Yep, so I want to write down most stuff here. Copy down the things I've been scribbling on paper while I'm at it. Walk on my shoulders could be replaced with yet another head at any moment. There's no guarantee the memories I have right now will stay. That's why I must prepare backup plans like this. Oh, Dante with the smart big brains. So I don't forget twice. That's very smart. Okay, we're back to the Inferno. That's Mini 1. Time for Mini 2. Bus's back door. Hi there. Without warning, the bus ground to a sudden halt in the back streets.
오늘은 여기서 멈출 거야.
Well, so, okay.
카론, 예전보다 조금 모자란 위치인 것 같은데요.
목표의 15% 정도 모자란 위치다. 이후 일정을 위해서는 적어도 3% 이상의 전진이 이상적이다.
Yeah, she's not gonna listen.
카론, 졸려.
Yep.
훌륭한 버스 기사는 졸음운전 안 해.
Could you imagine Carol drunk driving?
알아먹겠으니까 갑자기 급브레이크 밟지 말란 말이야. 지금 몇 번째인 줄 알아?
Yeah, it probably happened. It just ripped him from slumber.
히스클리프 씨가 코를 앞좌석에 박은 게 벌써 네 번째이니 이 일도 벌써 네 번째일 것이오.
Fourth screeching halt.
졸리기 시작하자마자 운전대를 벗어나야 합니다. 라디오가 그랬어.
Radio? Or is it just the voice in your head?
맞는 말이긴 하지만 조금
Yeah,
융통성
you
있게
bet.
받아들일 필요도 있는 거 아닌가요?
Like today, I was just totally swamped today, which is why I was unable to record another big video. Sorry about that, everyone. So we'll just keep at
말하는
this.
사람에 따라서 평범한 말도 이렇게 재치가 있어지는군요.
Wow.
도련님도 나랑 같은 생각인가 보네. 제일 융통성 없는 사람이
Least
그런
flexible.
말을 하면 웃기다는 거.
So basically,
말 다
everyone's
했어요?
agreeing that sleep is important.
그렇게 따지면
Yep.
저기 아직도 자기가 전쟁통 장교인 줄 아는 꼰대.
Ishmael pointed to Otis, whose veins were beginning to stick out of her veteran and placid face. Oh. This is a prime example of the terror of learned fear. It's happened enough to be familiar, but it's still rather intimidating to hear Virgilius set the bus into chilling silence with a single gesture or utterance.
뭐지? 잘들 조잘거렸잖아. 계속 주둥이들 놀리지 그래.
오히려 당신이 깽판치라고 한숨 쉰 거 아니었나?
Oh, could you imagine Virgilius just kill someone?
개지게 핀 거다.
Oh.
몸이 찌뿌둥해서 말이야.
Oh, sure.
뭐?
Lord. Yeah, you better not go in on that, Heath.
하는 짓들이 제법 우습군. 종소리만 들으면 침을 흘려대는 개의 꼴이라니.
Oh. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna piss him off. even more.
벌만 있으면 항상 그랬듯 틱한 내 사무실로 오도록 면담할 시간을
Oh my
만들어줄
goodness.
테니 파우스트
Wait,
씨
we have an office in the back?
나머지
How big is this
정리를
bus?
부탁하지.
네,
Do we have nonchalantly walk past the sinners and their piercing stares, with Caron at his side, and both stood at the back of the bus?
열려라. 들게.
카론
It's Sesame.
참깨다.
Jeez, dad and
카론도
daughter.
알아. 어차피 그런 주문으로 여는 거 아니잖아.
그렇지.
While they exchange corny jokes, the door, large enough to fill the backside, slowly
벌써 몇
opened.
달은 됐는데도 저건 볼 때마다 기분이 묘하단 말이야.
Yeah, it must be pretty weird when basically a door opens at the back of the bus.
밖에서 보던 것보다 안이 더 넓잖아요.
Yeah.
그쵸?
As the back door opened, a splendid, narrow, deep, spacious hallway revealed itself. An endless corridor that looked to go on forever? Far into this hallway, classy poles demarcate the end of the area we're allowed to traverse, standing in front of unending lines of red lights. Though the place seems comfy, something about it makes eerie feelings creep up.
생각해보니 저것도 날개의 특이점인가? 파우스트 씨,
Frau Faust?
당신은 알지 않아?
What is that nickname, Greg?
물론 알죠. 하지만 대부분 자세히 말할 수 없다는 것도 알지 않나요,
What,
그레고리
is
씨?
this their like sleeping quarter when they're not sleeping on the bus chairs?
살갑게도 말할 수 있다고 생각하는데
And yeah, Greg got it
여긴
right.
복도다.
Yeah. Well, thanks for pointing that out.
맞아요. 복도죠.
It is a very big corridor.
아 그래 길게 쭉 이어져 있고 방들이 다닥다닥 붙어 있으니 복도긴 복도겠네.
It's like Portal 2. Hello, this is the part where this is the part where he kills us. Hey, hello, this is the part where I kill you. The part where he kills you.
뭘 뭐?
뭐라는 건지.
I
아휴
was about to say.
나도 피곤하니까. 아 단테 씨 빨리 그거나 해줘.
What? Gregor's words snapped me out of idly staring down to the edge of the passage. Oh yeah, right.
단테. 항상 하는 일이라 필요성을 느끼지는 못하겠지만 그래도
Executive manager.
관리자의 승인은 중요한 절차입니다.
So we
이해해
basically,
주세요.
you don't get this. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. No need to put it like that, Miss Faust. With that answer, I got up from my seat and stood at the front of the bus, looking at the crew. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners.
감사합니다. 지금부터 변동 가능성을 가진
12
최대 12시간의
hours
수면비
of
휴식을
sleep.
시작합니다. 좋은 밤 되시게.
Huh. Soon as Faust finished speaking, the sinners walked along with groans and sighs.
아이고 어우 피곤하다.
Oh.
싱클레어군! 오늘도 체스를 두지 않겠는가?
Huh.
싫어요.
Oh.
도쿄태 씨 질 것 같을 때마다 이성 씨한테 훈수해 달라고 하잖아요.
Yep. I could see that happening.
사실과 다르오 싱클레어군. 그건
To watch
내가 악수를 쳐다만 볼 수 없어.
backseat gaming Yi saying.
더 나쁘잖아요.
Oh. Everyone's off the clock now.
관리자님
And the
고생하셨습니다.
manager.
금일
Monsieur.
분침본은
Oh. So, thanks for suggesting. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling sleepy today. The note just suddenly intervened.
관리자님,
Oh.
항상 말씀드리는 것이지만 피곤하시다면 불침번으로 언제든 저를.
Yep.
자자, 부관 언니.
Oh,
들어가서
babush.
자자.
관리자님, 근무관 고생하. 자,
That's
가시죠.
good. Okay, thanks, you too. Ishmael gave me a small nod and then proceeded to draggingly chaperone Otis through the back door with Rhodia. Then last Faust and I remained.
다행이네요, 단테. 오티스 씨를 밀어넣지 않으면 또 불침번을 양보해달라고 꽤 오랫동안이나 보챘을
Yeah.
테니까요.
She does basically do everything. Hey, our #1 fan. This has happened a lot. Coming back as I watch the sinners head into the corridor one after another. Once Rhodia has entered and closed the door, Ishmael opens the same to get inside. Said the door leads to a different space each time it opens, right?
네. 수감자들이 적절한 정신 상태에만 있다면 본인이 숙박하고 쓸 수 있는 적절한 공간으로 이어지죠.
Mental condition. Lodging, is it? It looked more like jail cells last time I peeked through the window. Oh, is that like their ego thing in jigs? Still, she mustn't mean it can be used as personal living space for sleep, shower, self-care.
그 외에도 궁금한 게 있으신가 보군요.
Basically, a room that basically it's your personal room that changes when you're basically you think it's a place full of rainbow and sunshine. It's gonna be that or something. My clock has no eyes, no nose or mouth, and yet somehow it feels as though Faust reads something out of me. She'll tell me how she manages it. You know, just curious about what's over there. I pointed down the far end of the corridor with my finger, right to the horizontal depths of this seemingly endless corridor.
수차례 말씀드렸지만
I was about to say,
궁금해하지 않는 편이 좋습니다,
I was
단테.
about to say it's basically the space expands if it needs more people. So basically it's endless, so you can have an endless amount of rooms. That's at least what I think. As expected, Faust chose to walk into the corridor with a faint sigh instead of a real answer. And yet, just maybe, Faust knew all along. She knows it all, as she likes to say. Maybe she knew that I would learn about what lies beyond in the corridor soon enough. So we basically got... So Dante keeps notes, the sinners got their lodging. Now with number 3, beyond the bus's corridors. Oh. Okay. Not accidentally click Canto 4, because, well, that's coming out later. Time for the final mini Canto thingamajig. It's having exactly a week after that fruitless exchange. Hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners.
감사합니다. 지금부터 변동 가능성을 가진 최대 12시간의 수면비
Okay,
휴식을
we're gonna get the
시작합니다.
same thing.
좀
Faust gives the same instructions as always. In response, sinners groan and stretch like usual. Except this time, one sinner stuck out of the normalcy like a sore
또
thumb.
뭐죠?
됐어, 이스. 제가 저렇게 심술나 있는 게 뭐 하루 이틀이야? 히스, 방에 들어가기 전에 꼭 화 풀고 들어가. 매번 네 방에서 천둥 치는
Yeah.
소리가 들려서 밤에 잠을 못 잔단 말이야.
Excuse you? Sinners' rooms, their lodging, personal space, and cell reflect their state of mind, or so I've heard. Each room's floors, walls, and overall ambience are shaped after the sinner's personality, and the view through the window changes depending on their emotions and mental state. Jeez. Must be quite, if you're like a very positive person, that must be like a dream. The I've seen were distant glimpses through the window, so I don't know. I don't have all the details. The room Heathcliff enters would sometimes, actually rather frequently, emit wuthering and stormy sounds. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Usually he'd snap back with, "Why should I?" or something like that. He only clicked his tongue. I suppose he doesn't feel like arguing. Yeah, well, everyone gets tired of arguing at some point. Thanks to that, he stood in the corridor until all the other sitters, save for Faust, went to their rooms, staring down the passage with a frown. Maybe he was relieving stress this way. And that right there is where the incident began.
뭐라? 야,
Oh no.
지금 보니까 저 멀리에도 문이 잔뜩 있는데.
He's gonna go down that hallway and die, isn't he? Heathcliff pointed in the same exact direction I did a week ago. Those doorways were beyond the no trespassing line blocking the way.
히스클리프, 필요 이상으로 복도를 걷진 않는 게 좋습니다.
Yep.
그렇게 말하니까 굉장히 수상한데.
Oh, he's gonna get his ass handed to him.
수상할 것은 아무것도 없습니다. 파우스트의 말을 듣는 편이 좋습니다.
Well, if you can't, he's not gonna listen because he's curious.
뭐 금은 보아라도 숨겨놨나?
No. Faust's secretive attitude was enough to rouse his curiosity. Yep.
히스클리프, 하지 마세요. 후회할 겁니다.
Jeez, what is at the end?
모르던 사이에 많이 감정적으로 변했네.
Cleverest?
똑똑 박사씨. 마치 진짜 뭘 숨겨놨다는 듯이 말이야.
I have a feeling there's nothing there. He sprinted into the dark before we could stop him. Uh-oh. He's gonna get eaten, isn't he? What's in there? This isn't what I was about to ask Faust, an obvious thing to be concerned about. Oh, Heathcliff's sharp scream echoed from the unlit area far into the corridor.
지금부터 제 왼손을 잡고 저를 따라서 달리세요.
Oh, wow, huh?
제 시간 안에 끌고 나오려면 저 혼자로는 부족해요. 저도 삼켜줄 수 있으니까요.
So it's an all-eating darkness. Before I could process what you meant, Faust ran off in a direction Heathcliff disappeared to. Shakaroonies, wait for me. As we crossed the line and proceeded deeper into the corridor, we came across a three-way crossroads. I heard screaming from the middle. However, without a moment's hesitation, Faust darted for the left aisle. Faust, I know you're in a hurry, but are you sure this is the right way? I could have sworn I heard his voice coming from the center path.
알아요.
Oh. Without elaborating further, Faust continued running. At another fork, we encountered. Faust chose the right path. Right afterward, she entered the fifth door on the left side of that hallway. What is this? Right as I entered another hall came into view. Its end was like a cliff. To be more precise, I felt some kind of gravitational pull trying to get me to fall to the end of the hallway. Heathcliff! Then I saw him. He crawled towards us with all his might from the middle of the hall, as if he might fall the moment he lets go.
뭐야 이것들은 여기는?
Yeah, well, you kind of deserve it because you didn't listen. Even though I couldn't see much in the dark behind him, I definitely felt some presence in it. Faust, what's over?
열린 이 문의 손잡이를 꼭 잡으세요.
Okay.
제 손도 꽉 잡으시고요.
Holding my hand securely, she gradually approaches Heathcliff. This hallway isn't tilted or anything, is it? Why does it feel like we're hanging off a cliff?
그야,
We're in a
복도니까요.
corridor.
단테, 손을 놓치면 안 돼요.
Yeah. Reminding me to hold fast, Faust extended her other arm while holding hers wide-handed.
히스클리프, 이걸 잡으세요.
아니야? 그 커다란 칼날을 쥐면 손이 잘려나가잖아.
Well, you made the bed, you shat the bed, now clean it.
손이 깊게 베이는 것으로 끝나는 게 나을 텐데요.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you'd rather prefer a deep wound from a sword than whatever you find down there. Baffled, Heathcliff looked at the sword and then the darkness behind him.
단테, 당기세요. 힘껏.
Might and main. Got it! Yeah, I think you'd be wise to... Sorry, something fell behind me. right as we pulled Heathcliff up. No, I'm not sure if it's even right to say that. We pulled him up, but nevertheless, Faust hoisted his unconscious body by the legs and started rushing, saying that we need to return the way we came. Following her lead, I supported his arm and trailed behind, keeping his head from dragging along the floor. After burning some time,
더 깊은 곳에서 방향을 잃기 전에 이렇게 돼요. 차라리 다행이라고 할까요?
I was about to say, how deep does that corridor go?
단테, 시계를 돌려줘야겠습니다.
Yeah, I had a feeling Heathcliff's gonna be okay, right?
정신적인 피해가 심할 겁니다.
Psychological damage is likely.
이대로 미쳐버리면 업무에 지장이 크겠네요.
I didn't have a choice. And he's back to life again. Hope he learned his lesson this time.
수고했습니다, 단테.
Okay, sorry about that. I didn't.
얼마 없는 휴식 시간이 줄어든 건 안타깝다고 생각하지만.
Limited break. Faust, just what's in there? Where does it lead? Can't you tell me at this point? I've seen that stuff now. It was only natural that I wanted to know what resides there and what was chasing Heathcliff. Moreover, why did it never show itself to us? And why did it vanish instead of chasing him any further? These questions were driving me crazy, but alas, yeah.
처음에 말했듯 파우스트는 말할 수 있는 것이 한정되어 있답니다.
Okay. Yep. I honestly didn't expect much. Is it like Mephistopheles' soul hungering?
독도 알모사.
Yeah. I could say a lot of like bad words with that. Roshu muttered with a cigarette in her mouth, walking past us both. She must have left her room while we were out on our rescue mission.
하지만
House proceeded as if not a soul had just moved by, as if nothing was just said.
버스 부서에 갑작스런 공석이 생길 뻔한 걸 막아주셨으니.
Yeah, Heathcliff would have probably been gone.
보상은 아니지만 하나 정도는 알려두는 것도 후일을 위해 나쁘지 않겠다고 생각합니다.
Alright, thanks. Ooh, let me hear it. The unexpected mood had me rubbing my hands together. Right, what will she tell me now?
단테, 처음 가는 길을 찾을 때 당신은 어떻게 할 건가요?
Well, you either keep going. You use a map, obviously.
그렇죠. 그리고 지도가 없더라도 머릿속에 지도와 같은 표상이 생길 테고요.
Well, I am kind of good with direction.
그렇다면 지도 안에는 확실한 시작점과 도착점이 존재하겠군요. 돌아올 때는 그걸 더듬으며 거슬러 올라오겠죠.
That would be pretty difficult. So obvious. I don't need to verbally answer. I just nodded along.
대답이 되었겠죠. 그러니 북도에서는 특히 문을 열 때는 시작점을 기억하세요.
Flabbergasted by the abrupt end, I blurted.
파우스트는 이제 피곤하답니다. 그럼.
She walked through the door before I could say something, leaving me with a riddle. Gordon would go like this. I sighed out of frustration, but not a breath of air was expelled from my pitiful clock. Still left powerless, all I can do is boot up this electronic notebook and piece together what little information I have collected. So we got Mephistopheles lore, and then Dante's keeping track. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of ideas. I play a lot of Mirror Dungeon because, well, that's how I get a lot of characters. Egos. Is it like this? These are like the... Are these like their cells, maybe? And could you imagine this? It's just a burning house over the Ishmaels where you just drown. But anyway, that's all for today. Next time on Limbus, we're gonna be starting Canto 4. I'm very curious because Canto 1 was a very good intro. I really liked it. Canto 2 had a lot of character interactions I liked. And Canto 3 was where things started to pick up with dark theming. And Hell's Chicken was also pretty fun. And these mini episodes, they really set up some mysteries, like Mephistopheles in the back of the bus. So yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen in Canto 4. But that's gonna wait till another day. Remember to like and subscribe, and keep on the lookout for Canto 4. See you all next time.